Talking like all the homeless are drug addicts or mentally ill, and that is not true.
Inside the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, a community conversation is unfolding. At the center of it, drug addiction and its connection to the county's growing homeless crisis.
We have a pretty interesting mix here. We have law enforcement representatives, we have our homeless outreach team members, we have members from the district attorney's office, and we have representatives who are on the other side of this equation who were once drug addicted homeless folks, and they're going to talk about their experiences.
Sheriff's officials say drugs are the leading cause of homelessness in the region. Their goal with the forum, to find long-term solutions by hearing from every side, including those who've lived through addiction firsthand.
Well, the overall goal is public safety. We need, I want to attack this problem in an intelligent way. We always try to create a win-win. If we could get people out of this drug-addicted situation, I think that alone right there is going to cut the homelessness down, it's going to cut the thefts down, it's going to cut the vandalisms down, and it's going to overall improve public safety with that one effort.
The lieutenant says the conversation is meant to move past pointing fingers and instead work toward a unified response that addresses the root of the problem.
There's a lot of people trying to help and trying to do things, and what I see is, while good intentions, I see people pulling in opposite directions. So what I'd like to do with this meeting is actually dive into it, come up with the root cause, not in the nation or not in some other land, but right here in Sacramento.
Among those sharing their stories was Danielle, a woman who spent years battling addiction and homelessness. For her, the cycle didn't break until she was behind bars.
I'm not one of those people that could just decide that I want to stop. I'm not one of the people that could check myself into a rehabilitation center. I'm not someone that could, literally the only time that I could stop using is when I would go to jail.
She says it was only after repeated arrests that she found clarity and a path to recovery through a 12-step program.
I was incarcerated enough times and long enough to have some clarity. I had a lot of time that was kind of hanging over my head, and I went straight to a 12-step program.
The Sheriff's Office says it hopes these conversations will turn into action, bridging law enforcement and community partners to help people reclaim their lives.
These folks are also our citizens, and I think we need to take on an attitude that they need to be rescued from their drug addictions and things like that.
The Sheriff's Office hopes tonight's conversation is just the beginning, a step toward finding real solutions to a crisis that's only growing. In Sacramento, covering local news that matters, Cedric Hood, Fox 40 News.